when I was a kid, there wasn't a ton of mentorship in terms of I dreamed of being on Broadway. It was very far away. I grew up in Ohio. And so I had to reach for what those images might be and what that might feel like to be a Broadway performer. Our screening, I think, does a really great job at taking a theatrical idea and just putting it into people's laps. And so people all over the world and all over our country, young people will look at it and they will maybe get a better view of theater than they've ever had. And I think that's really going to be a really inspiring inspiration to people. And so in watching the film, that's what struck me, is that this is probably one of the best representations of a live show that I've ever seen. And I'm so proud to be part of what's going to offer that to people. You know, it's so interesting. My father, when he saw the show, he always says, I couldn't hear, I couldn't hear, I couldn't hear. And I was nervous that at Hamilton, he was going to say, I missed too many lyrics. And you know what? He didn't, because he saw the show. He followed the story. And when you see the story, you're moved by it, but then you realize I have to see it again because there's so many nuances I never could have grasped on the first pass, like the power of the orchestrations, the intricacy of dance steps, the double and triple entendres in the lyric, that I think people are going to see the show and it's going to whet their appetite to dig deeper. And I think that's a really great thing that theater can do for you. I'm gonna skip to a cabinet meeting because, you know, Alex and Tommy and Lynn and I were very close friends, and we had our heads blown off when we received the Kennedy Center honor. And one of the funniest things ever was at the pre-show of the show, we were behind the house curtain with Cher and Reba, and the national anthem played. And we weren't supposed to stand up. But then Cher, of course, they had to stand up. And then Cher couldn't get back on her seat with her dress because her dress was so big. And we looked at each other and we were like, who are we? And how did we get to this amazing place? So Hamilton has brought us like such funny, great memories like that we could have never imagined we could have.